Hey, hey, hey! Here we are.
Hi
Wh-
everyone.
What's up, guys? All right, some Dawn of War. You know how it is. Every day, all day.
We're so excited that Bapim could join us here at PAX West for his first hands-on of Dawn of War 3. I've been watching your stream for I think ever since I started at Relic actually, which has been really fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I think yeah, watching for over probably almost a year now. So that's really cool that you're finally here, and I'm so excited that you get to hands-on and everything. So that's really cool. Hey, Gay Gamblers, how's it going?
What's going on? Nice to have you in chat. All right, so I want to thank you all guys for coming, and I really want to thank Relic for giving me the opportunity, especially Kelly, because she reached out to me. I didn't reach out to her, so you guys can see that they care about their community, and they're trying to reach out and make the game as popular, as fun, as entertaining as it's ever been.
I just, people that are streaming our game, people that are really passionate about the brand, you've been one of the consistent streamers, as well as like a whole bunch. Like I've noticed some people in chat as well that are also consistent streamers. So, I'm always popping in to watching you guys playing, the previous DAOs, listening for your feedback of all the news and stuff that has been coming out from DAO 3. So it's really cool that, now we're able to give you guys the chance to actually get hands-on, and it's so exciting that
Oh, yeah, it is.
you guys are here and you're actually getting hands-on, which is really exciting. So
Heck
thanks
yeah.
so much.
What's up, Aki?
Wow.
All right, so should we get straight to it?
Yeah, let's go in if you like. So we'll pop over to game. I'm seeing a lot of familiar names in the chat as well, which is really cool. So a lot of people from the elite community. So
Elite
hey.
mod, elite mod, elite mod. Heck yeah.
Wow. So you played the mission yesterday, yeah? You came in for the first day and you
Yes, I didn't want to be a super duper noob,
played.
so I figured to see what I could learn in the half an hour I got, and I think you guys said that it's still not, the Eldar are still like at their full potency, and I was having trouble juggling all the information. Obviously, I'm the first time I ever played, so that's gonna happen with everybody. But yeah, there was a lot of. I like that the tooltips are more clear, I guess, or simplified. Like one or two sentences explains exactly what you need to see. Sometimes we had to read a little further and kind of like interpret what you meant,
Okay.
or the team meant when they said. But it was this time it was very straightforward, so that was nice.
Nice. Nice. We'll get into the mission. Let's go
Perfect.
for it.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
it's been really cool now that we're that we have hands-on. Just
Solaria
we're getting a lot of
Livre.
feedback on,
Victory here means
from
death.
people that have been playing Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 1, that sort of stuff. So all this feedback is really imperative for us going forward. So it's really great to get that valuable feedback from you guys
Sire,
when
to the
when you
west
start
is a
playing.
Colossus
Perfect.
webway gate.
How's the
deploying
volume
Eldar
for you
in
guys?
great numbers.
I know it's kind of loud on my end for the
Oh yeah,
the
let
game,
us
but
know how it sounds, or our voices
Eastwards,
too.
they are also working to activate another Colossus gate. Together we can conquer these perils
guys
and the others
Is
that
what I
await
didn't
us.
pay attention to last time. I thought they were just regular raid guard. Is that what they are? They're not raid guard, right? They're like raid.
You should be able to go into it and then you'll scroll your mouse over it and it'll tell you, which would be really cool. And then you can see that. Oh, pretty low compared to the game. Okay. So press C, we can go into the options to change the audio. So we can change the volume to be a bit down if you like. So we'll pop back into it, we'll play it for a little bit.
Test,
and then we'll
test,
see
test.
how we go.
All right, let us know. Thanks, Adeptus.
Angelos.
All right, so we're starting in. This is like somewhere in the middle of the campaign, right? It's not the first mission or anything.
No, so this is a late game mission, so it's mission 14, so it is quite late in the campaign, which is why it can be a bit challenging. As well as you guys probably saw in the E3 mission that we showed before, the cutscene where, Angelus comes down, and he's like, fighting the Eldar, and then Solaria comes down. So we kind of skip that through just because we want people to get straight to playing the mission with your base, all that sort of stuff.
3, 4, 5. Just setting up my control group.
Nice. So what's happening right now is that you've got an Eldar webway gate off to the west, and then you've got excavators working to activate a gate off to the east. So the one that's to the east is actually timed. So as you can see up in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it says the second gate excavation progress is currently at 5. Obviously, once it gets to 100, it means that gate is now going to be activated, and you're going to have a whole bunch more Eldar coming in. So it's on a bit of a time frame, but it will depend on where you're going to go first as to how the rest of your game is going to play out.
That's what I like to zoom in on.
Wow.
I always like seeing the South Space Marines do their thing. Okay, let's go back. I'll do a little reinforcing, and the main force can move.
Also, yeah, it's obviously imperative that there's a big note on the top left hand that your stronghold must survive. So Eldar, if you obviously go towards the east gate, then Eldar are going to start attacking you, sending forces from the west gate, so you have to make sure that you do have your base covered while you're going off to do that, so be very careful.
So one of the things that I was asking you about earlier was the suppression mechanics, and you were saying the Devastators here are right here moving. It's a little different this time around. This time it seems to hinder movement, but not loss of control for the other side getting the suppression itself. So if I, for example, in this game, when I suppress a unit, what does that mean? Does that mean they just slow down, that they take extra damage? Are there abilities? Do they have a reload timer on the affected units?
Yes.
Or
So, well, the suppression, I guess, mechanic in this one is different in comparison to what we had in DAO 2. It's no longer sort of similar that way. It's what we have is that certain abilities or certain units will have certain abilities that will be slow or stun or something like that. So that's where it's different in that way. So obviously, if you say stun a unit, then they're going to obviously stop for a little bit, and then you're going to have a chance to swoop in and attack.
Okay.
So it is a different mechanic in comparison to Dawn of War 1. I mean 2. Sorry.
oh, perfect.
This one toils to please the Emperor.
I love the servitors.
We have
Yeah.
enemy force. Look east.
Okay. I'm gonna spam Assault Space Marines just because they're fun.
Servitor deployed.
Okay, let's see here.
This is Gabriel. Ready to jump. Going my blade.
There you go, Space Marine. Do your thing.
Going well.
Oh, and that's right. You were saying this is another type of cover right here. That's why you can see the little closed eye. So that means they're kind of in stealth mode here. Is that what that little eye means?
So once they've got that little eye, it means they're currently in like a bit of cover.
So that's
There we
one
go,
of the
that one's great.
environmental covers that you think we haven't seen them all. That's
Nope.
just the one that you're.
Yeah, so this is just one of the environments or one of the maps that you guys have seen. I know that we have shown a lot of this map in particular. It's the only map that we've currently shown you. There is more environments that we've got coming up very, very soon to show you guys. And yeah, you're going to see much more when it comes to cover opportunities and such there.
Assault Marines deployed.
All right, Assault Marines.
My lord.
Let's see, why can't I select them all? There you go.
Someone asked Adeptus Nubis what would really help with the army size would be multiple groupings being possible. One squad could be part of multiple groupings. Yeah, so you can actually control group all your line units as well as your elite units.
Okay,
Your elite
perfect.
units are automatically preset at F1, F2, and F3. So you can have those as well as you can assign them to say, you can assign them as well to say group 1. I believe it's like a control or a shift option on the keypad, and you can assign them to multiple. So one unit can be assigned to say 4 different control groups if you'd like.
Perfect. And then it looks like Game Gambler is asking a pretty good question.
Yep, can you ask Kelly if there will be a way to change the UA like that the map is on the left and the control on the right? Yep, so it's actually going to be changeable. So if your preference is to have the mini-map on the left, then that's going to be changeable in your settings. So it's all preference-based.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I got a little bit of the right. Oh, I didn't actually get it here. Let's see. I'll send Angelos there since he's pretty by himself. And I'll send a servitor there to make a listening post. And I think I'm gonna. So this is the 29% here, the second gate excavation. That's what you were telling me about earlier,
Yeah, so
right?
off and to the east, you got 3 little arrows there, which are all the excavation.
Okay.
things. So you have to destroy all 3 of those to make sure that that webway gate that they're trying to activate doesn't happen.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like a big problem that I can't wait for. Because the Eldar ain't waiting for me. Here we go.
You got your servitor coming as well. What's a really good feature of the servitor as well is that you can actually assign them to a vehicle. They can follow a vehicle around and just continually heal it until you tell it not to.
There you go. And I'll
Which
do
is
that
pretty
for
cool.
the Predator.
Yep. You can also do it for Solaria as well. I've seen strategies where
Oh,
people
yeah.
they've added like 3 servitors to them as they head into a big battle.
So in this case right here, now that I'm standing in the smoke with Gabriel, he can see out, but they can't see him.
Yep. So right
Okay,
now he's got
perfect.
the little symbol there where he's saying he's in cover. So right now they won't be able to see him.
Perfect.
It'd be good for like a point for like if you get further on as well, like you've got your snipers. If you put a sniper in there, you can really scout out
Perfect.
what's happening, and they can sit in the back and sort of pick off their enemies.
There you go. Here's Solaria. Get him, girl.
Solaria's been a favorite, I guess, but it's not the only knight that we have though.
So this red bar underneath is indicating the overheat mechanic, right?
Yeah.
So now that she's overheating, it only stays that way as long as she's actually firing
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
Yeah. So the more that you fire and such, the slower she does get, but the more powerful.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
So it says on there, if you highlight her, you have there it is, the overheat. So firing or using abilities generates heat. When overheated, she will be temporarily slowed, but
Wow. So whenever she gets a kill, she gets a cooldown. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go heal Gabriel. But you're gonna walk with me, lady.
This one is your lowly servant.
Whoop.
Oh, I just clicked the button.
Yep. No, I think I kicked the edge of the screen.
Oh,
Whoop. Come on. There you go. That's better.
oh no.
Let's see here. I'll try. Okay.
Keeps popping out.
I'm
Sorry
not
guys,
sure.
technical difficulties. It keeps on popping out into the window.
When I do alt tab, it drops me back in.
Oh man.
I must have pressed something on the mouse, perhaps.
Yeah, just trying to. What?
You can close that one. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
fixed
See
it.
how it goes? It's our mouse. Our mouse has a button on the side which pops out of the window apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal my units after this. Solaria's carrying the army.
So those who just recently tuned in, Bad Pimp is playing live from PAX. I apologise for if you can hear any noise and such. It is quite noisy out there. We've got stands around us that are, got music blaring, that sort of stuff. And fingers crossed the frame rate is okay, as well as the connection. Being at a PAX, it is quite busy with internet, so I apologise for any sort of internet issues that you have, or that we have.
Alright. Here's one of those excavators.
The Eldar have launched an attack.
So,
from the west
stopping
gate.
one of these excavators doesn't necessarily stop the whole process. It just slows it down, perhaps?
Yeah, you have to do, because all of them are going to continue. It'll slow
Okay.
it down, but, it won't stop the actual.
I better make more units at base. Gabriel's ready. Alright, let's get some attacks out. Here we go. Oh, and I can go to the next stronghold, too.
Our stronghold
Alright.
endures.
Our stronghold is taking Eldar fire.
Oh, here we go.
We have engaged a strong enemy force.
Oop, get out of the Space Marines.
No!
Fresh
So
forces
this is
have
friendly
joined
fire? I wonder.
I don't think so.
Enemies. Let's see. Enemies in a cone. That's good to know. So let's see.
Our stronghold endures an attack.
Our stronghold is taking Eldar fire.
Nah, you're good.
Perfect. I'm losing a lot of space marines over it, but here's Gabriel. Get close, Avery. There you go.
Oh, good stuff.
Luckily, the Predator can shoot from that range. There you go. Alright. Gonna have to make more units. Oh, here they are.
What? They're attacking your base.
Taking Eldar fire.
Where is the... Oh, I lost this other servitor, so I'll make him.
Between
Oh, there you go.
there was an instant somebody came on the stand and he wasn't familiar with Dawn of War, and he was thinking he bought from his stronghold. He just kept on making servitors, and I'm like, no, they're not going to help you fight. So he had like, I remember I came over to him and he had like a whole line of like servitors at the bottom, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how that army is going to work out for you.
Oh, here we go. Maybe I get some land
Speeder
speeders.
readying for drop.
And that's, yeah, the other one. I better start making some of these buildings.
Tactical squad.
I'm kind of broke now.
Tier 3 upgrade complete.
Tony Bombini asks, is there a retreat mechanic anymore? No. So we've removed that just for, it was more, I guess, a feature that we felt wasn't Dawn of War. So, well, Philip will discuss a little bit of it in a video recently with one of our fans.
Fresh horses have joined the battle.
Whoa.
Okay.
But yeah, so you'll be able to make more and such from that's why it's like it's way more valuable to go in there with strategy, because obviously your line units are not going to be able to retreat, so it's important that you use strategy in order to keep them alive.
We are ready for war. Tactical marines ready.
There we go. 3 more attacks. And did we get a land speeder? Okay, I got one servitor here. Where's that tank? Okay.
So Oddnerd asks if there are multiple commanders for each race or if it's fixed. So with this one, it's more of an elite function. As you can see on the left, you've got your 3 elites. Those 3 are pre-selected before you go into your missions. So you choose those from a roster of elites that you can take into battle with you. So it's up to you which strategy you would like to take. You can take all melee units or melee elites, or you can take all ranged, you can take a variety, that sort of stuff. Obviously you've only seen so far Gabriel, Solaria and the Assault Terminators. There are more elites that you guys haven't seen as yet. So it's more like that.
Perfect. Alright, now we're moving in.
And yeah, and each race is obviously going to have a roster of their elites as well, similar to the Space Marines.
Assault marines deployed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 4 or 5. Okay, we'll make you guys 6. 500. Pricey.
Cornholio asks, will the game be 1 hero per race, or will you have more options? So again, yeah, just before, as I stated, the elite structure, but obviously in comparison to the storyline, you guys have already seen on our website and such from press and such. We've got Gabriel, we've got Marka, we've got Gorguts as, I guess, the heroes or the forefront characters of our storyline for those
You
races.
call forth our elite warriors, Commander. Predator Annihilator readying for drop.
Alright.
Freeman 1800 asks, when are you guys going to talk about multiplayer? Not yet, but soon. Multiplayer is obviously a huge important part of the Dawn of War series, and yeah, we want to give it a lot of hype, but not just yet.
Get back.
Not too long though.
Alright. More tax, more tax, more tax.
Preparing tactical marines for deployment.
Going well, going well. Oh, you got one more excavator to go.
Enemies await. An attack on our base has been mounted from the west gate.
Aha. Oh, where are my units going? There they go. I was wondering where they were going.
Obedience.
Tactical marines report that they are on site.
Tactical marines ready.
Odd Node asks, is multiplayer going to be based on victory points like Dow 2 or Annihilate or both? Again, not talking about multiplayers yet, so stay tuned for more info.
Get him.
Our stronghold empty.
Our stronghold is taking Eldar fire.
Your stronghold's being attacked.
Uh-oh. Let's finish this and
Brothers
go
are
back.
met by a strong.
Well done, sire. The Eldar cannot use this gate now.
Boom. And good thing I had tack here. There you go. Drop a little predator on
Nice.
them too.
Nice. You got this. You've also got your assault terminators ready there on the left.
Oh, perfect.
Whenever you would like to.
Let's call them in. Boom! Teleport on these
Their
fools.
warriors are attacking our main stronghold.
There you go.
Oh, Mega
yeah.
Missile Flash, what do you think about this painting? Oh, I can't see it right now. Send it to me on Twitter and I'll have a look.
Alright, well send. I think we got all this done. So I'm gonna.
Yep, so as you saw, the Thunderhawk brought in the tank unit, which is cool.
Okay, let's send all the units back home. Get a little reinforce on and start heading the other direction.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you
any
still have to
services?
destroy that gate, or is it...
Oh, they're like, the units are like stuck. I
Hey,
see.
the thing that's in red, do you still have to destroy the webway gate? I don't think you do, double check. You know how it's in red?
Disabled.
Oh no, you're all good then. Woo.
Okay. Oh, I think
First
these units
webway.
are stuck.
Mischief managed.
Are these guys stuck? Oh, what we got left? Oh well. Just take that out and then head
So
back home.
Conholio asks, well, apparently Nerlin wants to know if there will be a concede button and can you make it a hotkey. So concede would be another multiplayer thing, so we'll get to more details later on.
Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna start heading north. Or actually, you can get the resources there. It's like, keep making more and more and more.
Ah, Deathstorm. It's my
Oh, I
favorite.
haven't even got a whirlwind yet. Or a dreadnought.
Look northeast.
I will get a dreadnought.
Yep.
Oh, so these are on cooldown. I
They
see.
are, yep. So once you've used them, they just have a certain amount of time before you can use them again. As well, I don't think you've got... What other buildings? Because there's another couple of buildings that I think you can grab as well, like for your upgrades as well, so you can do a bunch of upgrades. I think it's your what's it called, the artillery.
Alright. Like Terminators do their thing again. Boom! Surprise!
Our brothers are met by a weak enemy force. Look eastward.
Alright. Terminators looks like they're doing some damage there. Sure are tanking it.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. Little Falcon. Where's Gabriel? Oh, he's far away.
We have engaged
Oh, I still got units out here.
northward.
There you go. Let them. Everybody come back home. Let's go back a little bit, and Solaria can tank it.
Is ready to drop brothers.
Do a little support.
We have engaged a strong enemy force.
Boki asks, will there be a possibility to keep corpses on the battlefield? So they do stay for a certain amount of time, but afterwards they do go away. We've got a lot of blood and stuff there.
No more games for you. Alright.
Conholio asks, how far are you in development of the game? Is the beta far away? So right now we don't have any information in regards to that, but make sure to stay tuned on our channels to find out when that's going to happen.
Look eastward.
Yeah, reinforce everything.
This one is your lowly servant.
Our infantry is fell.
Follows. Work.
Here, where are these servitors doing? Aha.
We're losing warriors out there.
Okay, let's start moving in. Everything is healed. Let's go over here. Oh, I lost Gabriel. I didn't even notice.
You got really well, man.
There you go. Okay, Solaria, show us what you got.
Ah. Well, get him a bit closer. Awesome, and you've even got them captured at a point there, which is awesome, so they covered.
Oof. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Here comes the servitors.
God, I love them.
They run really funny. Tiki tiki tiki
Foe would
tiki.
destroy a requisition
Alright.
generator.
Here's some free Rex for me. Nope. Valeria, head that way.
Hoping to spare them this.
There we go. Now we got some resources.
Wicked. Oh, they're attacking your stronghold again.
Ready
Yep.
for drop.
Oh yeah, the Death Storm.
Oh no.
Get them, Terminators.
They strike at our
Ooh.
machine cult.
Plus they heal like right in that area. Perfect.
Eldar warriors are sieging our stronghold.
Man, they really want that base.
Yep. It's because the West Webway Gate is still, I guess, active. So that's why they're still able to send forces. But once you destroy that Webway Gate, then their supply will be a bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we can start moving out, and I have plenty of resources.
Preparing assault marines for deployment.
Actually, I haven't even checked the buildings I can make.
The Emperor.
Machine cult, arsenal. Oh yeah, look at that.
721, this one will serve.
And I think I have a machine cult. Is that this right here? Yes.
Yep. So what's another building you can create? I think you can do some upgrades and such on your unit.
Yeah, I just made the arsenal.
Ah, wicked.
Pod assault.
Doctrine Chapel, I have that. Barracks, arsenal. I think that's the Doctrine Chapel here. No, it's a barrack. Okay. Well, here's some Space Marines. Okay, let's get moving out. Can't wait all day. Boom, boom, boom. Big and thumpy.
Obedience.
Okay, everybody's busy. I don't got units sitting anywhere. Yep, I figured.
Lost all your control
Marines
groups.
deployed.
Yeah. Where's this thing? There you go. Get back up here.
The arsenal is prepared to arm our one.
There you go. I think Gabriel's almost back. I lost him somewhere. Oh, I can do the nuke now.
Well, go up towards the west.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, being a backseat driver.
No, you're right. I was focused on Gabriel's portrait and not paying attention to the map. There you go. So he teleports in when he comes back. Boom. He just stands there. All nonchalant. Like nothing incredible just happened. Alright.
Oh, I got questions about collector's editions. Wow. Closer to release, guys. Closer to release.
Dreadnought to you. Now what's up? There you go, Solaria. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with grease.
This one will
This
serve.
guy's just hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Get back to work. Oh, there you go. I knew I had some already. Okay. I have so much resources, I might as well just pump out units. Can't have too many tags.
Tactical Marines for
Ah, here we go.
deployment.
One of everything, please.
Wow,
Okay.
more things.
Okay. Orbital time.
Nice.
Oh, hold still, Claria. Now, can I control this
You
beam?
can, yep. Select it and drag it round.
Aha, perfect.
That they are on the
Fight, fight, fight.
What? Put it on the gate. Put it on the gate.
Oh, good idea. Gabriel!
An attack on
Holy
our
moly,
base has
so
been
many things to
mounted
keep
from
track
the
of.
west gate.
Ah. Wow, so many things. So Safari V shop asked about suppression. If you're talking about the suppression mechanic that was in Dawn of War 2, I was saying earlier on in the Twitch stream that it is different from Dawn of War 2 suppression. There will be units and such that will have abilities or attacks which will stun or slow their enemies and stuff like that. But not the similar suppression mechanic as it is in Dawn 2.
So Samuel was asking if the Dreadnoughts can be upgraded with ranged weapons. I believe I was reading that there's going to be variations of every like elite unit, like Dreadnought.
You haven't seen all the dreadnoughts yet, so there is
Okay.
there is one you haven't seen.
One for every occasion. Alright, so now I gotta defeat the Blood Defenders. That must be up top.
Awesome. So you
Or
have to get
temple
to
defenders.
the temple.
Alright. I better go heal my troops before I get crazy.
This one is your lowly servant. This one serves as punishment for
Okay, let's see here. Why don't you repair this?
Odnerd asks, where's the orcs?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know about the orcs. They're my favorite too. I love them. And I can't wait to show them off to you guys. They're so wicked. But yeah, later on we'll show you all that sort of stuff.
So
Right now it's Space Marines.
let's see, the Predator Destructor, is that more anti-tank? And the Predator Annihilator, I don't know the difference. Let's see here. Well, one of each doesn't hurt.
preparing predator destruction.
Oh yeah,
for
that's right, I
deployment.
never even made the artillery. Okay, everybody reinforced. Let's see here. Looks like I lost a Predator somewhere. ASM.
one's function is as
Observatory's
follows.
doing nothing.
Work, toil, labor,
Get back to work.
He's just, hanging about.
Yeah. I'm gonna stare into the
Toiling
sky.
for the Emperor in random areas of the map.
Here we go. Ooh, no dropping. Alright. Let's get these in the control group. The Dreadnoughts. Control group. Nope. Oh, they need a little repair too. Why don't you do that?
Yes, Lord.
Okay, I think everything's topped off. Here you go, yeah. Reinforcing. So like a little teleport in. Yep. Cool. Dun 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 dun. Okay, Annihilator. Control. Running out of control groups.
Legacy of Fleischman. I didn't see your question. It might have rolled up to the top. I'm sorry.
I'll get another
Predator
Predator.
Annihilator
Can't have too many
readying for
Predators.
drop.
Okay, I think we're ready to work. Start moving in. Man, Solaria's like shaking the whole screen.
Plonk, 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 plonk.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do that. Okay, that's just the VP.
This one
Aha.
toils to
I knew there was
please
one
the
being
Emperor.
lazy. Ah, here we go. Oh, alright, the whirlwind. See this? Holy moly! It's a big old strike range. Where's it coming from? Oh, here he is.
Is online.
Ooh. How you like me now? Gosh, some
Going well,
dreadnoughts,
going
man.
well.
A destructor.
Looks so cool.
And awaiting the drop.
Is that like
Uh,
a... Oh yeah, that's a skull. It looked like a cat face for a second. I'm like, uh-oh, Easter egg.
So Legacy Fleischman 115. When are we going to see multiplayer gameplay? Multiplayer isn't. We're not talking about multiplayer yet, but later on.
Oh god, we're so ready for multiplayer. And orcs. All right.
Obedience
Everybody
compels servitude.
doing their job. Now let's move in. Dang, that dreadnought is fast. Oh, okay, these guys. Wraith blades, that's what they were. Jump in! Boom. Boom.
So Johnny G93 asks, coming about Dreadnought cannon for the arm. Again, there's more variations of Dreadnought. There's you've only seen this one so far.
Fight, 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 fight. Ooh. These guys don't even care. Dang, those dreadnoughts, man, they don't mess around.
Yep, so what is it? Filthy Phil PhD. The Venereal Dread is an elite. They said so in a stream a while back.
Okay, you want to mess with me, huh? Let's do this then.
Wow.
Move in, boys! No, Gabriel's weak. Don't want to lose him again. Get out of there, Gabriel!
Safari Bishop asked will there be an Imperial Guard? We're only focusing on the 3 at launch, so Space Marine, Eldar, and Orcs.
This one servant.
Thanks, First Radio.
These guys do not give a crap. Okay, Gabriel, you gotta go back home and heal. So these Terminators. Where's Valeria? There she is.
May this fuel our victory.
Land. Got it. But not. Why not? What I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, I can get the tax like oh yeah. Get some plasma soon. Why not? Try a flamer too. Oops. Oh, there's one dreadnought or one Terminator left. I think I have to be careful. There she is. Mega Metro Flasher doesn't look like I'm able to walk over my units and stomp them. But here, let's try. No, they just get out of her way. Like everything else. Yeah, I know in Company of Heroes was a mechanic where the tank turrets could crush infantry. So that's probably what you're thinking of. I remember at one time that was a thing to just like charge with the vehicles, and the infantry would get crushed.
Oh, these guys are used to being in war, so they move out of the way.
Yeah, they're a little smarter. It's not 1942. Okay, so that little setup here. So if I drop a drop pod and the units around it, can they reinforce around it, or they have to go back home?
I believe they do, yeah. You can test one out when we do it. It should have the same feature as what's currently happening with your dreadnoughts as they're getting attention from their servitors, the little healing things. Yeah.
I like that when you select the entire army, it doesn't select the servitors. Because
That's a
that would
similar.
be.
Yeah, it's the same in Down 1, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just because, sometimes when you're selecting your whole army, you're sending them off to battle, right? Most
Yeah.
of the time, servitors are not included in that battle.
Yeah. All right. Come on, Termes, where are you? There you go. You're back in action. Get to work. The Dreadnought does do splash damage. Legacy. Is the actual pathfinding with collision, or is that no clip moving away? I think they're just moving away. I think the pathfinding is a lot better. Alright, I got a drop pod ready,
They
so
followed me here.
Got two of them.
For me.
let's see what
But
happens.
I never truly led them. I will not make that mistake again.
Okay, so we're getting close. About to be nitty gritty up in here. Okay, just in case I lose this battle. I spent all my resources.
Preparing tactical marines for deployment.
Okay, where's Gabe? There he is. Later Solaria. Okay, where are you, Servitor?
Servitor.
Fix
This
that
one
tank.
serves as punishment for
One of
redacted.
them on Mrs. Solaria.
Tactical marines are in position to commence
Alright.
deep strike.
There you go. So the tanks have their plasma guns. We've got two more coming. So let's see, if I drop one, can the units reinforce around it?
I don't think any of them are out of health. None of them are out of health right now, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not what that white bar is? Their health?
Oh, yeah. Maybe that was a Gabriel Angelos
Oh,
thing
it's not
that I
there
saw.
anymore. It just disappeared. I wonder
Yeah.
if one of the units crushed it. Oh well. I still have another one coming.
I'll clarify that with my devs and get back to you.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering if they had a like a mobile reinforce. Otherwise, you have to go back to your base every time you're.
Yeah, I remember
Feeling
on
a
a
little
previous
scared.
stream we did that. It did reinforce from a previous.
Oh, here they come.
Wow.
Holy moly!
So it might be that it was something that Gabriel had added to him potentially.
Holy moly! Where is the?
Ah.
It's going crazy! Holy moly!
Yeah.
Oh god!
Wow. And you've got pretty much the Solaria equivalent over there as an Eldar force to be reckoned with.
Oh! Yeah, I see him. Holy moly! Gabriel!
Ah, unprepared.
Oh yeah, I was not prepared for this.
This is where some scouts would have been useful, maybe.
Okay, we gotta get these two out of here. They're gonna go down. Looks like it's Solaria that's doing all the work now.
You've also got your orbital bombardment still, just remember.
Oh, that's right.
Now is a very good time to use it. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Because the fog of war is a bit higher.
Let's move back. We'll cast it there moving forward. There you go. Oh, even Sal's crazy. Ooh. Whoa,
Whoa.
it's even carrying the big guy. Holy moly.
Keep it on him, keep it on him! Keep it on him!
Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy looking.
Ah, you got this, man, you got
Jeez.
this.
Oh, Solaria.
Oh, maybe that was just a shield. Whoa. Is he
Can't
still
get me.
alive? I don't even know. I think he's still there.
I bet he's still there. Yep, there he is. He's weak though. I gotta get some drop pods ready. I've already got the Death Storm. I can use more
Predator
Predator.
Annihilator readying for drop.
And I know I made more tax, but now I need more again.
Our brothers are met by a weak enemy force.
There you go. Now I'm out of resources.
Legacy of Flesh in 115. Is there a level system for the squads and units? It's more the elites in which have sort of like a leveling up progression structure. We're not talking about any of that progression stuff now, but the line units, not as you saw in World War II.
Oh, it's gonna take a lot of heal. Let's go back. Oh, I did lose the Terminators. I thought I sent them back. I guess not.
Marines deployed.
Okay, well, we're gonna reinforce if we're gonna win this. We better go back. I was unprepared
Reinforce,
for that.
reinforce.
Tactical
I'm just
marines
gonna get like 5-6 tanks on them.
Yeah. It's cool because the music in the background has just gotten way more intense.
Yes.
That's Paul Leonard Morgan, everybody, who does our soundtrack. It's amazing.
Okay.
Our sound team at Relic as well. They're
Fresh forces have joined the battle.
Okay, let's get like some crazy tag action going.
I know from like the previous Dawn of Wars, when I'd be working, I would be listening to like the Dawn of War 2 soundtrack. It would make my job way more epic than what it actually was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I know that the music in all of the Dawn of Wars has been, you know, a staple, right?
Yeah.
And you know, making sure that we're going forward with that is like a really, you know, was something that we're focusing on, definitely. Making sure that at those pivotal moments of battle, when you're at like, you know, at the temple, that sort of stuff, you're really feeling like, oh, you're in this epic moment of battle, and it's so it's so intense.
Let's see, how much it is to reinforce? About 75.
Mega Mental Pleasure asks, will there be a map making tool like the World Builder? Modding is obviously very important to us, and we've said that in previous streams and such. And yeah, so modding tools are going to be, we're going to have them. Right now, we just don't have specifics to give in regards to what that will be as yet. But yeah, modding is exceptionally important to us. Obviously, you know, we
are ready, tactical squad. We are ready for war.
Going good,
All
going
right.
good.
No, I just got 18 tax spots. So maybe I could take out one thing.
But yeah, sorry. Modding is, yeah. I know that I've reached out to, it's been a while since I've chatted to some of the modding guys, you know, because we've been messy and stuff like that. But please rest assured, I'm definitely going to keep up to date with you guys and just make sure that, you know, modding is something you guys are involved in.
Okay. Oh, some of these spots still weak. Oh, I didn't reinforce them, that's why. I'm blobbing up real hard. Okay, let's see here. There you go. Alright, I went through all of them. And Solaria's ready. Let's do this.
Are you though? Are you ready?
Barely. I don't think I have any vehicles left. I'm gonna have to do all call-ins. There you go. Annihilator. Destructor. I don't know which one's the anti-tank one. Counters heavy armor. Counters heavy armor. Range explosive 60. Range for 47.
Mega Mental Fledger asks, are scouts still as fragile? Will I still lose them like in every first engagement? It depends on how you use them, right? They generally have obviously, you know, less durability than say the attack marines, obviously. But have you used some of the scouts, I guess?
I don't think I'd make them.
Yeah, it depends on your strategy. I know that some people love using the scouts to just scout what sort of potential's coming up. I love the sniper scouts, putting them in some cover and then having them fire just in the back end, that sort of stuff. But also, yeah, some of the scouts, they have like a cloak around them, so they aren't visible to enemies until you get to a certain distance. So it's really imperative. You might be able to like sneak in around, grab some resources that are there, you know, around some enemies, but then sneak out without having to actually be engaged in any battle. So it is imperative to use your scouts effectively that way.
Annihilator, readying for
I haven't seen you use the land speeder either, I don't.
I did use it, but he died pretty quick.
Yeah. So
I wasn't micromanaging it very well.
Yeah, so that's what happens sometimes. We found that when people are playing here, they obviously try to do the blob attack, right? They select all their units and then send them, right? And because some of them are slower, some of them are faster than others, you know, the land speeder being one of the faster ones, it gets there really early if you select all sort of things. So again, you have to use them effectively. Like the land speeder can go anywhere on the maps, they can go up and around and over chasms, stuff like that, so they're really effective. They're like, sometimes can even help you out more than what the sniper scouts would, just at like sort of gauging what area, what stuff you've got around you.
Surprise!
Ooh. Well, he's still got quite a bit of health left, so
yeah.
I think before you got rid of his shield, and now it's just his health. Oh, but he's going quick. You're good.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, he's got his own little ability, huh? Get him, Gabriel. There you go. Whoop. Boom.
and awaiting the drop order.
Now we're talking. All right.
Mission complete. Woo! High five.
Oh, man.
I love how you went in there to start with, being like, oh, what's up here? And then, oh.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a surprise, I guess, at the end, because obviously it's Temple, and then you've got your Wraith Knight, or the Wraith Knight.
And they're not even at their full potency, right? They're still like a little nerfed here, the Eldar.
Not that I'm aware of. I was
Oh, they're full force here.
Pretty sure
Okay,
they are.
it felt like it.
Okay. Yeah, obviously it's really early, and obviously it's, based on feedback and such, things can potentially change. But yeah, they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. There's been a lot of people out there being like, no, and Solaria dies. And
I
it's like,
lost
oh.
yesterday.
Yep.
I was like on the brink of destruction. They're like, oh, the game's over. And I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Oh.
I didn't technically lose. I don't have to walk away with a defeat on my screen.
Oh no! It only pops up as defeat if your stronghold gets
okay.
destroyed. Because as long as you have your stronghold, you can rebuild, right? But as soon as your stronghold's gone, then.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So that was really
awesome.
good. You did wicked.
Yeah, that
really
was awesome.
well.
It was fun. It's from the Dawn of War to Dawn of War 3. It feels, I don't know how to explain it. It feels fluid. Like Dawn of War 2 felt very like it had a certain cadence. Like if you zoomed in on a certain Space Marine, certain units, they walked like with importance. But in here, they're like in a rush everywhere. Like so when they move, they always seem like very animated, very active.
Yeah, our animators are really cool. I love how. There's various times in the office, actually, because I sit next to the animators in the office, and there's various times where they have weapons just randomly sitting by them, and they're actually they ask me to take photos of them in a certain pose, or they're attacking each other in some aspect, and so it's really cool when they're able to use those sort of tools to integrate some of their animations in games. So our team is really cool there.
Perfect. Any last minute questions, guys?
Yeah, ask away.
Maybe we can get 5-10 minutes.
I've been asking, or I've been answering as we go, so I'm not sure what more there is here. But yeah, how did you find, I guess, managing all your units on there? Because I know that it is difficult.
Yeah, especially because I'm like so used to Dawn of War 2, and it's more about having like 5 squads to worry about, even like late game. Here it's like you can have 8 squads in like a couple minutes,
Okay, yeah.
And then each one of them has an ability or two, an upgrade or two, and you're like, oh, wonder what's this plasma, and then you're getting shot at. And it's like, okay, I don't have time to read that. So a lot of that happened. I mean, it was definitely useful to have the heroes to soak up the damage, like Solaria, what have you, because some of those times you were just trying to. It's like how Philip was saying that there's so much going on that it needs to be very clear quickly. You know what I mean? And I'm obviously just learning right now, so a lot of the stuff I'm reading, I'm sure if I had 30 hours or 100 hours with it, I wouldn't have to read all the tooltips anymore. But I was like reading each one just because I'm so curious, like what's going on. But in the meantime, I'm getting shot in the face, so I can't really look that long.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of what it was. Kat, our associate community manager that you guys might have seen on one of our videos that we posted recently, she was saying about the retreat mechanic, how that's very different now.
Yes.
And it's just kind of like we don't. Going in there, that's why it's like it's so valuable with your units and such, which ones you take in there, where you set them up, sort of thing. And we don't, there's an option where it's kind of like, I guess, in Dawn of War 2, it's like going in there and being like, oh, retreat, you're the other side. It's not, I didn't, Kat was saying it doesn't feel really good for the other side. They just set out this awesome thing. They're doing really well, and then suddenly, the team's escaping, and they're like, damn, I should have won that, right? And now it's kind of like, if you set up your units correctly, if you strategized enough, you should win that, right? Your units should die.
Would you, is the philosophy now like more like, because in Dawn of War 2, it's you really walk into the fog of war, and then all of a sudden you're under suppression, you're like, oh crap, what can I do? Sometimes retreat is the only thing you can do, but in this one, it seems like because suppression is a little different, and because you have abilities going off that are ranged abilities, you have like some kind of counter or some tool to get out of that situation. Where Dawn of War 2 was like, oh, suppression, I gotta leave, gotta wait for an upgrade and come back. But it seems like in this one, if the heroes they always don't have to rely on a war gear. They can just rely on an ability, and it's about when you use them. Like Gabriel has jumping the cover, jumping to different heights. That's what I noticed. If a lot of the environmental cover aspects that you guys are talking about are added in, then I think the complexity is going to go along with it.
Yeah.
Because I was skeptical at first. You're taking so much of the things that we know, but as long as you're adding things that are as difficult or more entertaining or more interesting, then it's fine with me. Because you guys did it from 1 to 2. You changed a lot of the things, and I enjoyed that. So I can't see why I can't enjoy if the changes continue to be more complex. Because that's what I want. I want to go online. I want to get stomped by somebody's really, really good. Because then I'm like, okay, so that's the gap in knowledge I have to overcome.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be. I think Kat said it best that you always want to know why you lost and what you could have done better.
Yeah.
And not just felt like that no matter what you do, you're always going to lose because you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't do one single thing correctly, which it might come down to
Yeah.
once in a while, but it shouldn't feel like that every game.
Yeah, it's going to definitely, like, it's all about how you strategize, right? It's like if you don't know what's coming up in the fog of war, if you don't know what your enemy's bringing in, how you're supposed to prepare, right? It's like you can either, send in one of the land speeders or send in some scouts to see what's going on, or you can go out there and potentially be prepared and be okay. Like, there's going to be, like, there's some elites that have certain abilities which you'll be able to bring out to be like, oh, I'm not prepared for this. All right, they have an ability to be like, all right, we'll do this, and then I'm going to run away, sort of thing. So there's lots of different strategies that you can use going forward. It's just, yeah, it's very important with strategy and how you go from, yeah.
So let's see, maybe we can answer some of these questions.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Are there more types of Terminators down in War 3? I think you said there's going to be variants.
The
right here.
ones?
Because the ones we've seen so far are only melee based. So we're probably going to see some of the loadouts that are in the lore.
Yeah, there's more
like
elites.
ranged,
Yeah,
flamers, plasma, blah,
there's
blah,
much
blah.
more elites to come.
So the elites would be oh, that's my brother right there. The elites would be the Terminator. The elites would be the Terminators. So then there's going to be variants on that elite, or maybe another different elite.
There's
in
just
that
variants of elites. I know that there's some that we've said, like there's Paladin in regards to the Knight. We've got a different Dreadnought coming out, that sort of stuff. Yeah, but there's more elites that we're going to be showing you guys later on. So, and some of them we're going to keep as a surprise. So returning characters.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Teleport charge instead of Gabriel jumping. I'm not sure. So far, we can only see him jump.
Phil has, I guess, sort of expressed his want in regards to that. So you can have a look at the video that stated the reason why we have Gabriel doing that. He's an elite. He does, like, it's the same with, like, Solarius, like
top.
Orbital Bombardment, right? The cannons that they have, right? It has to be like, you're doing this, you're knowing that that's happening. And that's the same with them. Like, he's going to be going over there and, like, smashing and that sort of stuff. So, well.
It's tough. Oh yeah, this was a question I had. Do you know if for single player is going to be co-op again?
No.
Okay, so let's see. Can Noisy micro that? Yes, Noisy's
Not
one
that
of the
I'm
better
aware
players.
of, right? Yeah, I'll double check on that one.
Possibility maybe.
I don't. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's not, but I can double check and I can reconfirm with that.
Okay, let's see here. Will there be a map making tool? Oh, I think you answered that one, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So right now we haven't confirmed any extra features in regards to, I guess, modding sort of tools. But we look forward to, giving you more information on that going forward.
And I think you were expressing that you're gonna have more contact with the modders, so when that stuff starts coming about, then they can have input.
Yeah.
And so they're like you guys, and they are more prepared to mod, maybe even day one.
Yeah, because like we know obviously what we're going to be putting into the game, and we need to know what's going to be easy for the modders, right? They're the ones who've been modding our games for the past 12 years.
Yeah.
Thing, ever since World War One, So we want to make sure that the tools that we're going to be releasing when we do start, So modding is very important to us, and we need to make sure that we're doing it right. So it's definitely modders.
Okay, perfect.
We love you.
If you've got a questions, post it up, guys. We're going over them real quick. Actually, Baki, the gameplay was frantic, difficult. I still love the fact that the game is ability based. I like that more than, memorizing war gears.
Hi, Akabane 101.
What's up, Akabane?
There was a question that I thought of, but I couldn't think of.
And we went over some of these. And so this is one of them I wanted to hit earlier when we were watching the game. The globals are going to be back in the game, but in a different variation. For example, Orbital Bombardment is kind of something we saw previous, a little different flair now that you can control it.
Yeah.
It's not 3 beams, it's 1 that gets more. So things like that are going to be in there. And also the Elite Call-In, so I guess you can't really say because it's multiplayer, but how do I word that question?
I can answer the global. So obviously each what you've seen of the Space Marines, I guess, awesome epic abilities is you've got the orbital bombardment, and then you've got their faction sort of specific mechanic, which is the drop pods, or the death from above, we like to call it. So being able to preload your drop pods with various units and dropping them into battle, you know, to reinforce and to help, all that sort of stuff. So obviously each faction is going to have a different aspect of that sort of thing. So obviously Eldar aren't going to have drop pods because it's
Yeah.
not them at all. So they're going to have a different mechanic that way, and they're also going to have a different epic ability as well, similar to the orbital bombardment, but faction specific. And it's the same with the orcs going forward. So yeah, we're looking forward to showing off that cool stuff.
Perfect. I want to give a shout out to the League community. Thanks for catching me. You guys are the reason I'm here. I would have never known about all the changes you made in the game. So I want to call out Kael'tos and the team for making the Elite mod. Indrid for getting
Definitely.
me into watching the replays.
Yes.
He's probably our most popular streamer, caster, whatever you want to call
We're
him.
consistently watching them and sharing the ones on our Facebook pages and social channels, you know, because yeah, I really hope that you guys are able to come by to one of our events that we have going forward and getting your hands on, because we really want you guys' feedback. You know, it's imperative to us at this point, so we want you guys to get hands on.
Perfect. I think I'm out of questions unless.
Will
you
there
see
be
any.
romance options? Hackabane.
Well, we saw that now that they have more
Is
women
there
in the
love
game.
in the war in the 40k universe?
Maybe Solaria and Gabriel.
I've already seen that in the comments on the forums and such. It's like
okay.
she's my waifu and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get a girl in the game, you started off really strong with Solaria.
yeah,
That's a good standard to set.
I like what Evan Shlomo Goldberg says. No romance options. She's a strong, independent woman. Right.
Right on.
Oh, I love that.
So the game was running pretty smooth at 1080p. So we know that are you guys gonna move into the 2560, 1440p, and 4K and all that kind of stuff?
All the specs and such will come out closer to release.
Okay.
So everything like that, when it comes to collector's editions, the specs that you require, whether or not it's going to require Steam, all that sort of stuff is later on, closer to release date.
Okay, perfect. All right, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Unless you
Well,
wanted to-
I want to know your impressions. People have asked, what are your
Well-
initial impressions? You've said like a couple of things, and yeah, feedback, right? I love feedback. So
Difficult.
yeah,
Lot to learn. I'd like. We need like a wiki to like go over all the tooltips information. It's a lot of information to ingest,
yeah.
and that was my second time, so I even had an advantage on some people. You
And
know?
again, it's like it is mission 14. Like we've noticed as well, people playing on
Exactly.
the stand. You know, we're dropping them right into
Right.
base building, that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and there's a lot
yeah.
of mechanics that I guess are difficult to find for first-time users.
Yes.
But all of that will have been smushed already from you know, when you start the game through tutorials, that sort of stuff. So at mission 14, we're sort of you know what's happening at this stage. So that's why some people are finding it very challenging. But generally, when you're at mission 14,
You've got it down.
You've got it
pretty
down.
well.
You know what's happening, sort of thing.
You've
So
got 14 memorized.
yeah. I know someone's asking in the chat as well, Legacy, Paul Dobson, yes or no. When it comes to, I guess, the audio aspects of things, sometimes, you know, we try really hard to get, all the, you know, all of the same voices from the previous ones, and it's not
yes.
just, you know, Paul
The
Dobson,
war
you know,
boss.
it is like the,
God.
it does depend on schedules and such, and we try really hard, but that's all I'm going to say when it comes to audio, I guess. We can't wait for...
If you do get some of the people that we've seen before, or is that going to be announced? Because I remember in the past you did the videos where you did it behind the scenes. Will we see more of that?
Yeah,
do you
fingers
think?
crossed. You know,
Oh god,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I remember, what was it? It's also we're coming up to next week. Actually, is 5 years of Space Marine since it was our 5-year
yeah.
anniversary, which is really cool. And I was looking through all the old videos and such, and you know, from the voices, we had like a behind the scenes of the voice
Yes.
from Space Marine, which is wicked. So you know, fingers crossed we can do something like that with the behind the scenes of
Perfect.
the vocal actors of
Yeah.
of Dawn of War 3.
Yeah, whoever did the war boss, man, that guy hit it and got it on point. Now, I don't think I could hear anything else without judging it harshly, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just so cool to see like their faces, and then suddenly them
Yes.
having especially the orcs. You know, you're
Yep.
just like, because you're used to seeing them as like being orcs, and they're like, "Rawr." But then when you see them as human people, you're like, that is.
Oh
so
yeah, the
strange.
guy that did the announcer for the works, like he was like a tall, like 6'5" skinny guy. That's not who I imagined. I thought I was gonna see a 5 foot like girl or something, you know?
Corncast asks, will you include more races in the future? Not really sure. Obviously, as we've stated, we are focusing on the 3 at launch. You know, obviously, as going forward with our previous ones, we've always wanted to, we've always had expansions, that sort of stuff. Again, we can't say what's going to happen in future. So, you know.
Will Batpimp get this game earlier so he can be the next MLG pro gamer? I don't think I'll
thought
ever
that
be
said
that
programmer,
good.
and
That's
I'm
me
like-
too. I'm like, I think I need a degree. I don't think I'll ever be pro, but that is an inner goal for myself. I'm just getting too old for it.
See, right now, you can actually say that
I'm the best player.
you are one of the because you're one of the very few people to play it, like as well as the people on our
All right
stand.
then,
so.
I can say it once.
I remember when even before we had hands on, I was like, man, I'm so much better. I can say that I'm better at it
Oh,
than
yeah.
you guys. It's
Heck
not
yeah.
gonna last. It
We
won't
need a
last.
shirt. At one time, #1 player. Do you guys have a lot of like inner game contests between like? Do the devs have like a ranking, like an
Not
ranking
a-
leaderboard?
Because like we're obviously always testing the game. You know, we want pretty much the entire department to play the game, and we always have like play sessions to offer feedback, do reports on bugs, all that sort of stuff, obviously for QA and to make sure it's all cool. So yeah, when we're actually playing like matches and such together, I'm always losing because I know that everyone else has been playing it for a bit longer than me. But I don't think we have a ranking as yet, but maybe we should. Maybe we should.
That'd
But
be
then
funny to see. Yeah, because you know, you always, as a spectator, as a consumer, we sit at like an invisible mirror, and we always wonder like what it is, like what your studio looks like. You know, does it rain there? Do you guys have tournaments between each other? Like, you know, is the customer support team always like beating the actual devs? I'm
No.
sure some of the devs, you know, are always feeling like, oh, I'm so good at this game because I make it, and then they realize that there's people who really know how to play those games.
Yeah, some of
So-
our devs obviously are really good. Like especially the QA team, right? Like
Oh,
they're
okay,
always
yeah.
playing it, like because they have to test what's
Oh,
happening
that's
each
gotta
and
be
every
fun.
time, right? Whereas, for example, myself, I'm generally like I'm looking at spreadsheets, and I'm looking at events and all that sort of stuff. I'm not playing it as much.
Yes.
So when
They're
I'm
highly
actually in a
invested.
match, I'm like, man, I'm getting slaughtered. So,
So who's better, you or Kat?
Cat.
Oh, geez. That was quick. I could tell, you know what? She said she's been a Warhammer player and fan forever.
Yeah.
And yesterday she was blowing me away with like the knowledge. I'm like, you've only been at this 6 months? She's like, no, I've been playing since I was like 10. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been painting the models and such. She's a big Dark Eldar
she knew
fan.
so much.
She
was like a walking
brought her
dictionary.
Tyranid in on her first day of working,
Perfect.
which is really cool. Yeah, so she's a huge Warhammer fan.
Yeah,
so
you
her
could
lore
tell.
knowledge is really good, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she consistently likes to, I guess, give people trivia as well. We had some trivia happening.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, we tried to give some trivia to some of the devs, and they were really good at it. So that was pretty, moot point. But when it
Right
comes to
on.
myself, because I haven't been, I only started getting into Warhammer when I started, right? So I'm not as knowledgeable as I should be. But Kat, she's epic with her knowledge. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah. I mean, I only had like one conversation with her, and she was like my brother. She's like a walking dictionary of knowledge sometimes.
Oh, Mr. Robin. 안녕하세요.
Which one?
Korean one.
Oh, Robinology. I don't even know what he's saying.
Says why 이거 생방송인가?
Oh, you can read that.
안녕하세요.
All
It
right.
was great. I was chatting to him just the other day. It's wicked. He subtitles a lot of our videos in Korean, which is really cool.
Oh, well,
So I'm a
thanks
big
for
fan.
doing that. Hello, he says.
So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. It was really great to have Batpimp in.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yay. And I really, we've got more events coming out this year. We're going to be at EGX at the end of the month. I believe there's also going to be some more hands-on opportunities at other gaming events that we'll let you guys know on our social channels of. We really want you guys to get hands-on, really want your impressions, we want your feedback. it's really imperative at this point, and we're getting so much overwhelming positive feedback, which is wicked from people hands-on. So thank you so much. But again, you know, we really want you guys that I guess have been streaming and such for quite a number of times.
And I'll be doing it more.
Yay! Everyone from like the Elite mod community, from the Apocalypse mod, all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, Ultimate
I
Cop
want you guys to get hands-on. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Yeah. What sort of things you guys would like to see, all that sort of stuff. So
they're listening. I know Kat was telling me specific posts she's like read over and over to try to make sure she interprets it correctly for the devs. You know what I mean? Because they're focused on the game. They don't have time to sit on social media.
Yeah.
And Kat had a lot of information. I'm still surprised how much she like ingests probably daily.
Yep, she's good. Wicked. So I guess we'll end that there if you like.
That was good. I mean, an hour and a half or something. Pretty good. First Dawn of War.
Yay. So yeah, there's going to be more streams and such happening from our PAX booth as well. So just keep on touch with our social channels, because we're going to have more playthroughs and such happening. Just showing you guys more and more as we go forward. So
perfect.
Yay.
All right. Thanks for everything.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.